They do. And just how strong is a dung beetle? Are you working too hard again, Jake? What will we discover on this voyage around the Earth? What amazing secrets will we find? And what will it teach us about ourselves? Get ready for the adventure. Oh dear. So sorry. This year, get ready for an adventure unlike any other. Join the extraordinary journey to find the truth at the heart of our world. Our planet is worth protecting because we are all part of one kingdom, Animal Kingdom, a tale of 6 families.
It's the coldest, windiest place on Earth. But Antarctica's wilderness was not always frozen. Discover an ancient realm of midnight suns, night hunters and river monsters. A prehistoric kingdom lost to time and ice. Join a new generation of scientists on an Antarctic adventure to uncover a hidden dinosaur story. A cinematic journey from today's frozen desert to a lush South Polar world of giants. Welcome to the dinosaur continent of Gondwana. Welcome to Antarctica. Now playing in this theater.
The blue whale.
The largest animal ever to have lived. Bigger than any dinosaur. We know surprisingly little about them, but that's changing. Scientists are revealing the secrets of these rare giants. A story of adventure, discovery, and hope on the high seas. See blue whales in life size on the giant screen. Blue Whales, Return of the Giants, coming soon.
Untamable and mighty. The oceans are our last true wilderness. They cover 70% of the surface of our planet. Their power can fill us with awe. But they are also full of wonder. Off the wild coast of South Africa, bottlenose dolphins face some of the roughest seas on Earth. But for them, big waves are an opportunity for play. And why do they do it?
Mama, why are you taking a picture?
To build friendships and strengthen family bonds. And also for the sheer joy of it. There is so much more to discover about our oceans and their importance to us. Over 40% of us live within 60 miles of the sea, but it is still the least known part of our planet. Today, scientists and filmmakers are heading out to explore the 7 seas. Their mission is to bring us a new understanding of life beneath the waves. At a time when the health of our oceans is increasingly under threat, this has never been more urgent. Our journey begins in the warm, clear shallows of the tropics. Home to coral reefs. They occupy less than 1% of the ocean floor, yet they are home to a quarter of all marine species. Competition is fierce in these crowded underwater cities.
Mama, catfish.
On Australia's Great Barrier Reef, one character is challenging our understanding of fish intelligence. This is a tusk fish. He does something few would have believed a fish could do. Every morning, he makes a journey out to the edge of the reef. He is looking for breakfast. A clam. But how to crack it open and get to the meat inside? He carries it all the way back to his special kitchen. A bowl-shaped coral with a particular bump inside that he always uses. It's not easy if you have no hands. Oops, dropped it again. But he's got great determination. At last. So here's a fish that uses a tool. Some fish are much cleverer than we ever thought. As we leave the tropics and head into cooler waters, we enter the temperate seas. These are home to mysterious undersea forests. Giant kelp, a seaweed, towers 200 feet high, growing 2 feet a day under the summer sunshine. Marine plants are the lungs of our planet. They pump out as much oxygen as all the forests and grassy plains on land. And some are home to sea otters. They are unlikely guardians of this undersea forest. In the past, sea otters were hunted close to extinction. But today, thanks to protection, they are thriving. Which is good news for the forest, because it's under attack. Off North America's Pacific coast, great stands of kelp are being felled by armies of ravenous sea urchins. They munch through the roots with razor-sharp teeth. Fortunately, urchin is one of the otter's favorite foods. Here, otters are keeping urchin numbers in check. And by doing so, the forest is flourishing. And with all this food, they're having a baby boom. Now, in a few remote areas, sea otters are creating vast rafts in numbers not seen for more than a century. As we leave our coasts and head for the high seas, we enter the open ocean. A vast, empty void where there's nowhere to hide and little to eat. There is life here, but to find most of it, you must dive into the abyss. The deep ocean is as challenging to explore as space. Now, from the research vessel Alusha, we can dive these uncharted depths to discover our final frontier. As we descend, the pressure increases relentlessly. 600 feet down, we enter an alien world, the Twilight Zone. A pyrosome, a tube of jelly, 6 feet long. And stranger still, Barrel Eye. A fish with a transparent head so that it can look up through its skull. Eventually, we reach the deep sea floor. A layer of mud, in places a mile thick. Over time, the mud here slowly decays. Creating volcanoes of methane gas. The deep may be hostile, but it's full of life. Dancing crabs, called yetis, because of their hairy arms, on which they farm bacteria to eat. A Dumbo octopus, with ear-like fins to hover above the muddy sea floor. There are also corals here, with more species than on shallow tropical reefs. Astonishingly, we're now finding there's more life down here than anywhere else on Earth. All of this life is only possible because of oxygen-rich currents that flow through the deep. These begin at the frozen poles. But just as we're discovering the secrets of our seas, there are worrying signs that they are changing. Our oceans are warming at a faster rate than ever before in human history. And nowhere is this more extreme than in the Arctic. With most of the sea ice melted, this young walrus mother needs to find somewhere for her pup to rest and suckle. The only safe places are the last remaining pieces of floating ice. The trouble is that they're slippery. And wobbly. And some walrus pups are just too heavy. Finding a safe place on these melting shores becomes harder and harder. Solving these problems together helps create a bond so strong that the mother and her youngster will stay in contact for the rest of their lives. Just as we're beginning to understand the sophisticated lives of sea creatures, so we begin to recognize the fragility of their home. As we explore every part of the remote seas, and meet astonishing animals, we've begun to appreciate the importance of our oceans. There has never been a more crucial time to continue this journey of discovery. Because all life here, and our future too, is dependent on a healthy blue planet. And who knows what other secrets are out there, waiting to be discovered.
Hold on, yeah.